I had a bit of a, well, it's pretty much a videoing disaster the other day. I went to shoot the handover of a new Model X to one of my subscribers. Went down to Gatwick for that. You excited?
Yes. Nervous, anxious, feeling a bit sick.
Is this your first Tesla?
It is.
First electric vehicle?
First electric vehicle.
Wow. One small problem though. We had quite an interesting discussion about what led him to EVs. Spoiler alert. It was me.
You started my interest.
So you drive a Range Rover at the moment, right?
Yeah,
Did.
Well, I still am an avid Land Rover fan.
I was saying all along that the I-Pace is basically Land Rover's attempt at preventing people from moving from them to Tesla. But what I didn't realise was that all the discussion I had, there was quite loud copyrighted music playing in the background. So unfortunately I'm going to have to just take some time today and recount exactly what it was we talked about. And I also need to wake up, so I have some coffee and we'll continue this a bit later. Sticking up out to the ground. That's weird, isn't it? We've come to a fishing museum. Awesome. Wow, that was one of the most yummy fish and chips I think I've ever had. Those trains are just so dinky. It's always encyclopedias with you, isn't it, Jasper? Jasper, you can't get another book until you put this one back. What's that one you've got? Why do you like encyclopedias so much, Jasper? Because they're big. Is that it? Is that the only reason you like them? This thing about encyclopedias, they've got the school library bus. He always comes home with an encyclopedia. Human body, world, geography. Has it got nice pictures in it? No. There were a few things that I seriously messed up when I went and filmed this Tesla handover with Danny. The first, obviously, was the copyrighted music in the background, which is the reason why I'm not actually putting that video up, and instead I'm trying to use some of the footage and get the general gist across. The other thing I got wrong was this camera kept running out of batteries, principally because I was using it for high resolution 4K, so I could crop it down. Yeah, lots of things to learn. But I now have batteries, and I've got a 3-meter USB cable, so I can plug this into an external battery bank. So I made good progress. Fundamentally, what it was that drove Danny to buying a Tesla was, it was partly me and my YouTube channel, which is, I'm actually quite proud of that actually, because I like to think that I'm leading to more people buying EVs than otherwise would. And he came from a Land Rover and sort of had a not great experience with their customer service. You know, the corporate, the dealer was good, but he's decided to give Tesla a go. What have you got there?
Chronicle of Britain.
The Chronicle of Britain.
The quotations book. This is not a new form of life, it's just a new activity of the internet.
I see. Come on, Jasper. Mummy's going for a massage. Look, pirates! Scary pirates! So the other thing that really sort of helped with Danny's decision was he did the maths. And because he's got about 100-mile commute a day, that's when an electric vehicle really becomes a no-brainer. Because you do so many miles that, you know, his Model X became cheaper than the Land Rover Discovery that he had before. Right, in you go, Jazzy. Have you been good enough to have an Easter egg is the question. So what I thought was really great about Danny getting a Model X, he's not your sort of typical EV enthusiast that's willing to go the extra mile in order to own one. I've believed for a long time that Tesla in particular has driven the adoption of EVs by not early adopter crowd potential owners, and it was great to see that in action. And he seemed pretty happy with his car and quite excited and a little bit apprehensive and hoping he's not going to wind up regretting the decision, and hopefully, fingers crossed, he won't. I'll stay in contact with him and we'll hopefully find out what his ownership experience has been like over his first few months of ownership. Well, it's late, and it was really good fun actually meeting Danny and hearing the story of what brought him to electric vehicles and what he's hoping to get out of his Model X. He's not planning on taking it off-roading, although he does he's done in the past, you know, Land Rover off-road experience type things, which sound like good fun, but I can totally understand why you wouldn't want to take a Model X off-road. I mean, I'm not sure if you had to, it'd be okay, but... Anyway, I'm going to say goodbye now because it's quite late and it's time to sort of make sure Jasper's gone to bed and all the rest of it. So I hope you've enjoyed today's vlog post, found it interesting. If you have, remember to like it, share it, subscribe if you haven't already, follow me on Instagram, Twitter if you don't already, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next instalment of my daily vlog. Bye! I was up till I think 4 in the morning last night editing this video, only to realise the bits where I was talking with Danny have got these copyrighted music tracks in the background, and you know, I haven't made the mistake like this for over a couple of years now. Right at the beginning I would make this mistake quite regularly, and then I learned to be really mindful of your audio environment